all started for me on February 3rd, 1988 in Watertown, Wisconsin. I was the second child for my parents and was a child they joked they would never have after the exhausting nights of raising my older brother Corey, who was constantly colicky and had many visits to the doctors to either get tubes put in or to be taken out. It took them 4 years to decide to have me, and I'm so grateful that they did. I was raised by both my parents in the small community of Watertown, Wisconsin, which throughout my years there was not a very diverse town, socially, politically, or economically. Together, my brother and I spent many of our days with our neighborhood childhood friends, either at the local pool, having a lemonade stand, riding our bikes, or just enjoying being active. My dad was a tool and die maker at Eaton Corporation in town. He was in charge of my brother and I every day after school and was there to pick me up or to bike me home. He was active and constantly working on projects that might never get finished, except for those perfect school projects I would make him create with me. He was my coach and he was my confidant throughout those years. He helped raise me to be who I am today. My mom also worked full-time for Dodge County in the payroll department, and she was there with us every single morning. She was our glue and continues to be our glue. She made sure everything was ordered at our house and kept it all together. At the time, I didn't realize everything she did for our family, but she was and still is the person who keeps us together. She made sure that we had experiences, and every summer we went to the beach or to a new national park. These travel experiences, road trips, and new culture experiences truly shaped who I am today. School was one of my favorite places to be, and although academics didn't come easy, I loved to play school and read. I always had my head in a book or was enslaving the neighborhood children to play school in my parents' basement with a chalkboard and a desk and any other arts and crafts supplies we would get. When I reached second grade, I knew for sure that I wanted to be like Mrs. Nelson, my second grade teacher. She was my inspiration and continues to be. She was the first teacher that incorporated all of my strengths and weaknesses into my education, and she did this for every student. This dream to be a teacher like her continued, and by 5th grade, I never wanted to leave elementary school for fear of leaving my other inspiration, my 5th grade teacher, Mrs. Burkhardt. Middle school went by quick, but not quick enough. It was the toughest years of friendship and understanding myself that I never want to go back. High school helped change those horrible years as I got involved in high school sports, such as swimming and soccer, and as many committees as I could. I thought I was the person that I wanted to be in high school. I had many friends and truly found my best friend, Leslie. We had so many great memories together and continued to get into a new adventure almost every weekend we spent together. By my senior year of high school, I was done with the small town politics, which I thought were only in my town, and was ready for college. I went to UW La Crosse knowing I was going into education and that it was far enough away from my hometown. After my first week of college, I knew I wasn't ready for this and wasn't as independent as I had thought. I remember driving my bike down to the river and calling my mom asking her to come pick me up. She, like normal, told me it would be fine and I would figure out a way and that I couldn't come home. This was my aha moment. I realized then that I had support and love, but my parents had also instilled in me hard work and commitment. I worked my way through college, working as close to a full-time as I could while being a full-time student. These were the years when I finally realized that my family, especially my mom, was a vital part to who I am and who I want to be. During college, I became part of another family in Alaska, which all started out as their after-school nanny and babysitter. The kids were 3 and 5. Today, Matthew is 12 and Elizabeth is 14. I have gained an extended immediate family, a big sister, mentor, little siblings, and so much more from this family. I'm lucky to be able to combine both my families whenever we can, but always in our favorite up north location in Minocqua. Also during college, I started dating my fiance. We'd grown up in the same hometown and worked at the same outdoor pool and were both swimmers, but we didn't connect until my sophomore summer of college. We spent as much time as we can and hope to make the La Crosse area our home as we get married this coming July. Looking back on the last 5 years of my teaching career and the last 28 years of growing up, going to school, and just spending time with family and friends, making those lifetime relationships, and just being a teacher has truly made me to be everything that I am today. These memories and experiences are why I believe relationships and experiences are the driving force of who I am and what makes me who I am. Recognizing, encouraging, respecting, and inspiring, and also loving each and every student that I come into contact are due to these experiences that my parents created for me. I work hard to provide the supportive environment like I have had for each one of my students, as they are my kids and are truly a part of my heart.